Hey my loves. Okay, so now we're going to move into a cool place that's one of my favorites, seated side twist, and it's going to come out of a hands and feet position. So from here, we're going to externally rotate the left hand just a little bit and twist toes and knees towards the right. You can take a couple pulses here just because it's delicious and you love that rainbow arc. Okay, and then we're going to bend the knees nice and deeply. And as we bend the knees, you can see the hips move low to the mat. Keep your hips moving back and let your left hip land to the mat. The right fingertips can land to the right side of the mat. Now, option here. This foot can stay here unless you prefer your foot forward of the thigh. One is going to be a little bit more into the hip and one is going to be a little bit less. So you can play with what feels best for you and where you want to be. Yeah, so right fingertips to the right side of the mat. And then you're going to push with the left hand, drag right fingertips back, curl your chin into your chest and start to floss through your back. So just little like gliding and sliding. Let it be juicy. Really kind of just explore the space underneath of your skin. And feel the ribs pushing into the skin like a little worm moving through dirt. And if you have this ankle connection forward of your left thigh, you can press your ankle into your thigh. Okay. Right hand can catch your left ribs. This is one of those sneaky little rib twists again. So right now the hips are rooted back. We always want to anchor the hips before we start to twist the ribs. So the hips are anchored and then we're going to lift and twist and soften your left ear to left shoulder. Melt your right shoulder away from the ear. Let it lengthen here. And pour open. Now this won't be quite as juicy if you don't have a sticky mat, and if you have to be here, it's still nice, but it really doesn't offer you the sort of lines that are desirable. So this is another thing, if your hand is too close to your hip and you can slide it out and that feels safe and secure, then you can do that. And I highly recommend it. Yeah, so basically we're spiraling the heart up towards the sky. Little twist. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes from here, I will walk back and we'll move into this kind of twist. The left hand to the outside edge of the right thigh. Right hand can catch your right butt, and you're just going to pull your butt up as you sort of hinge forward and resist your right thigh into your left hand. So just inviting in any movements that feel right, maybe just twisting up. Okay. Just had to go there because even though I'm not necessarily teaching it, it's a juicy little place to go. Okay, so hands go forward. Spin your butt up, make your way back into hands and feet. Take a couple of pulses. Externally rotate your right hand, toes and knees twist left. Again, take a couple of pulses here. Root the hips back as you rise into the ribs, creating a big rainbow arc up and over. And then take a deep bend into your knees. Lower your right hip down to the mat. We want to have space here. And if you don't, you can walk your hand forward, Option to keep your left foot exactly where it is. Option to take your left foot forward of the right thigh. You can decide what feels best for your hips and your flexibility. Left fingertips to the left side of the mat. Right hand pushes away as the left fingertips drag back. Curl your chin into your chest and feel the back of your ribs inflate slide them from side to side, what I call flossing the back. Just let it be a little bit like squirmy, exploring. You can shut your eyes all the time. I'm shutting my eyes in my practice. And really let yourself go inside to feel what's going on. Okay. One of these sneaky rib grabs, left hand catches the right ribs. The hips are rooted back, and so we can lift and twist the ribs, melt the left shoulder away from the ear, and pour your crown over top of the right shoulder. And kind of work in and out of these, gentle, gentle lifting and twisting. Lengthen the neck. And then we can walk our hands back and just move into a little twist. The right hand to the outside edge of the left thigh and your left hand to your butt. And just guide the glute back and a little bit of a hinge forward. Resist your left thigh into your right hand and you'll deepen the stretch in your left leg. It's also just twisting, lifting, opening here if that serves you. Really just explore and make it work for you. Yeah. Okay. So that is a seated side twist, a little bit of flossing through the back, the rib spiral, and then into a seated twist that is just good. I love you.